the Chiefs and Royals could both be relocating, potentially. The time to vote on the Royals and Chiefs stadium tax is coming up on April 2nd, and while I won't spend a ton of time on this, considering the vote is only for those who are eligible to vote in Jackson County, it involves how long the Chiefs could potentially be staying at their current location at Arrowhead and upgrades that would happen if this passes. This new tax is a tax that would replace the current one that funds the Truman Sports Complex. That's Arrowhead and Kauffman Stadium. The current one is a 3/8 cent tax on purchases made in Jackson County and is due to expire right now in 2031. But the new tax to vote on would go for 33 years longer than it would have otherwise, 40 years in total until 2064. The new tax amount is the same, a 3/8 cent tax on purchases made in Jackson County, but again, in place for much longer, with the revenue being split evenly between the Chiefs and the Royals. The Royals have no intention of playing at Kauffman Stadium after their lease expires in 2028, I believe it is, no matter what happens with this new tax. Their goal is for a new stadium being built in the East Crossroads, downtown KC area, and ready to play in by 2028. Meanwhile, the Chiefs plan to renovate Arrowhead with several upgrades, including a new video board, end zone suites, and a covered fan zone where Kauffman Stadium currently stands. And yeah, that means Kauffman would be torn down, and the Chiefs said they would pay for $300 million of the $800 million project. Also, both teams, along with county officials, signed a 22-page letter of intent. It's not legally binding, but they signed this letter of intent in late January that contains promises from the teams that are not in the existing agreement, such as giving up the $3.5 million they receive every year from the county's parks property tax levy, paying for their insurance on the stadiums, something neither team currently pays for now, and then they will cover the cost of demolishing Kauffman Stadium. If this tax does not pass on April 2nd, Chiefs President Mark Donovan said that a relocation would certainly be on the table. Quote, "I think they, as in options, would have to include leaving Kansas City." He did make it clear that the goal is to stay, they want to stay, and quote, "We're willing to accept a deal for the county to actually stay here." Well, many freaked out about this statement Mark Donovan made, but if they relocate, it wouldn't be for roughly another 7 years, and I would think they stay in the Kansas City area. The most likely relocation would be to the Kansas side by the Legends. However, if this passes, the Chiefs would sign a 25-year lease at Arrowhead with a team option for 3 5-year extensions. Owner Clark Hunt said they would not be willing to sign a lease for another 25 years like that without the financing to properly renovate and reimagine the stadium. And so there you have it. There are mixed opinions across the board on this. Some say, hey, Clark Hunt and his family are worth $10+ billion. They're one of the wealthiest owner groups, families, whatever you want to label it, in the entire NFL. And so they should pay for the entire renovation. They are also pointing out the fact that Mahomes and company have done so well since 2018, bringing the team a ton of success, and it's in turn made the organization a ton of money as well, listing that as another reason why the county shouldn't have to pay for it. Others are fine with it being a tax that they've already been paying for many years, and it wouldn't change the amount that's already being paid out. Let me know your thoughts on this. Would you vote yes? Would you vote no? And why? Down in the comments below.